Hello dear students. Today the topic of our lesson is The Way Through the Woods. It is a poem which was written by Rudyard Kipling. In this lesson I would explain the poem line by line. Now I am saying a few words about the poet. Joseph Rudyard Kipling was born on 30th December 1865 and died on 18th January 1936. He was an English journalist, short story writer, poet and novelist. He was born in India, which inspired much of his work. Kipling's works of fiction include The Jungle Book, Kim, and many short stories including The Man Who Would Be King. His poems include Mandalay, The Gods of the Copybook Headings, The White Man's Burden, and If. He is seen as an innovator in the art of the short stories. Now about the poem, The Way Through the Woods. This poem is a part of his collection of short stories, Rewards and Fairies. Each story in this collection was followed by a poem. This poem is well known for its supernatural elements. The poem reveals Rudyard Kipling's love for nature, his style of writing about nature, and his relationship with the nature. The theme of this poem is the power of nature over man. Rudyard Kipling describes a struggle between man's creations and nature's power of regrowth. Now I am reading the poem. They shut the road through the woods 70 years ago. Weather and rain have undone it again, and now you would never know. There was once a road through the woods before they planted the trees. It is underneath the coppice and heath and the thin anemones. Only the keeper sees that where the ring-dove broods and the badgers roll at ease, there was once a road through the woods. Yet, if you enter the woods of a summer evening late, when the night air cools on the trout-ring pools, where the otter whistles his mate, they fear not men in the woods, because they see so few. You will hear the beat of a horse's feet and the swish of a skirt in the dew, steadily cantering through the misty solitudes, as though they perfectly knew the old lost road through the woods, but there is no road through the woods. Dear students, I am giving you the main points of the poem, and with the help of these points I will explain the whole poem line by line. Stanza 1. They shut the road through the woods 70 years ago. Weather and rain have undone it again, and now you would never know. There was once a road through the woods before they planted the trees. Now look at the main points of this stanza. Number 1, a road was closed 70 years ago. Number 2, 70 years are a long time during which the intensity of the changing weathers and heavy rains destroyed the road. Number 3, after such a long time, the people of the next generation could not tell if there was even a road through the woods. It is because the road has disappeared beneath the bushes and shrubs of different kinds and plants. It is hidden from the human eyes. After the road was closed, trees were planted there. Here in this stanza we have certain words, the meanings of which are essential for the students to learn. Woods means forest, a place where trees are planted. Shut means closed, and undone means destroyed. Stanza 2. It is underneath the coppice and heath, and the thin anemones only the keeper sees, that where the ring dove broods, and the badgers roll at ease. There was once a road through the woods. Here the main points which I have taken from this stanza. Number 1, the regrowth of nature has covered it with coppice, heath and anemones. 2, only the keeper or the caretaker of the territory knows that there was a road. 3, there are now the birds, pigeons which hatch eggs, and animals such as badgers who live freely. The animals are comfortable with this person, with the keeper. Number 4, except the keeper, no one knows that there was once a road. In this stanza, we have certain words like underneath. Underneath means beneath. Coppice means a coppice is a small group of trees growing very close to each other. And heath means an area of land that is not used for growing crops, where grass and other small plants grow. Anemones, it means a plant of buttercup family with colored flowers. Badgers, a heavily built omnivorous nocturnal mammal of the weasel family. Broods sit on eggs to hatch. Stanza 3. Yet if you enter the woods of a summer evening late, when the night air cools on the trout-ring pools, where the otter whistles his mate, they fear not men in the woods, because they see so few. The main points which I have taken from this stanza are, during summer at evening time, everything is calm. The trout fish in the pools are undisturbed. Here, the otter, which is a mammal, is not afraid of human beings because the place is very rarely visited by man. Here in stanza 3, there are certain words. For example, trout-ring pools. It means pools where trout fish live in cluster. It means pools are filled with trout fish. The next word is otters. An otter is a semi-aquatic fish-eating mammal of the weasel family. And whistle means emit a clear, high-pitched sound by forcing breath. And the last word here is mate. Mate means partner of a bird or an animal. Stanza 4. You will hear the beat of a horse's feet and the swish of a skirt in the dew, steadily cantering through the misty solitudes, as though they perfectly knew the old lost road through the woods. But there is no road through the woods. Here there are certain points. In this stanza, the poet creates mystery. One could hear the trampling of a horse's hoof when the horse isn't physically present. It is something of the past when the road was used by men on horseback. A horse could trace a path. The next point is, one could hear the hissing sound of the skirt of a woman rider, or the whip, the sound of the whip, which touches dew-covered grass. And another point is, such rider could identify this old lost road as being hidden in the green, but the woods show no sign of its previous existence. Here we have the meanings of certain words. For example, skirt. Skirt means a garment worn by women and girls. Swish means a hissing sound. Cantering means easy galloping of a horse. Solitude means the state of being alone. Dear students, now I hope that you would have learned certain points about the poem, and it would help you explain the whole poem line by line. Thank you very much. Goodbye.